Hey there friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is the 5th day of the 12 days of baked goods, and today we're going to be making some dinner rolls. As always, everything you're going to need will be in the description box down below. Now let's get started on these dinner rolls. We're going to start by scalding 2 cups of milk, and then we're going to put that on a stand mixer. For these rolls, I highly recommend you use a stand mixer. And then to your milk, we're gonna add some cold water, about 1/4 cup. And then we're gonna slowly start adding in 2 ounces of butter to this. We just wanna bring the temperature of the milk back down to room temperature. Once that's well mixed, we're gonna add in 2 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of instant yeast, 3 teaspoons of salt or 2 teaspoons of sea salt, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. And just slowly start adding in at least 3 cups of flour to this. Let it combine for 2 minutes until it gets smooth. Once well combined from this, we're gonna just remove it from the stand mixer and we're gonna let this sit for about a few minutes just to let it double a little bit in size. You're just gonna wanna let it rest. Once it's had plenty of times to rest and it doubles a little bit in size, we're gonna get our dough hook for this. And we're going to start adding in our remainder 3 cups of flour. Add in a cup at a time because you don't want to add too much flour to this, just enough to make this come together. So just let it do its thing for a couple minutes, let it knead the dough. If you notice that it's still too sticky like this, you can add in some flour. I'm gonna start adding it in slowly by hand. So I'm gonna remove this hook, and with the bench scraper, I'm gonna remove it from the sides of the bowl, and I'm gonna sprinkle in my flour and just keep working it in like this. You can keep doing it with the hook and just gradually add the flour in there until it all comes together. But for this, I wanted to do it by hand with my bench scraper. Once it finally holds its shape and it's no longer sticky, we're gonna let this rise. So you can leave it in this bowl and just cover it up with a kitchen towel, or you can put it in another bowl and let it do its thing. Once it's done doubling in size, I'm gonna get this pan, put a little bit of butter in there, and just start portioning out my rolls and placing them in the pan. I tend to weigh them out. I do about 3 to 4 ounces for each ball, but you can always just do it by hand and roll out whatever size you want. If you want it more precise, you can get a kitchen scale and weigh them out. This will make about 2 trays, so about 18 dinner rolls, depending on how heavy you make them. So here I'm just going to put a little bit of melted butter on each one, and once we're done with that, we're going to place this aside again, cover it with the kitchen towel, and let these double in size. At this point, you can also do a specific butter that you'd like for this. I'm just going to keep it simple and sprinkle some sea salt on top once they're ready. Here I'm just going to sprinkle that sea salt, and then we're going to bake these off at 375 for 20 minutes. They will start turning a nice beautiful golden brown when they're ready. As you can see here, they are done. I'm going to flip them out of the pan. These are best when served warm and out of the oven. And you'll see they'll be able to just pull apart so easily, and they're nice and fluffy and absolutely delicious. Here's an inside shot of those dinner rolls. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And until next time, stay sweet.